Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. So today I just wanted to edge a few papers, and I wanted to do it in my Groovy journal, and I wanted to do it in my soon-to-be Rose journal. So I have this little plastic shoebox of fabric that I picked up when I was back in the day when I was a corporate trainer. I traveled to New York and worked 2 weeks there, 1 week home, 2 weeks there, 1 week home. Well, they had this wonderful vintage thrift store, so to speak, and it had wonderful clothes, and it was very inexpensive. And so my thought was to make a really groovy quilt. And I didn't know at the time, this has been years ago, really how to go about it. Everything is not even. And I just never really got much more than that started. But I cut up some of the different house dresses and different things. And, you know, was planning to make a quilt, and I still may one day. I just haven't been in here in a long time, but I thought it would be, so like here's a dress. I thought it would be kind of fun to, you know, get some pieces off of this to put in my Groovy journal. So while I'm in here, let's just take a few little pieces off of the scrap side. It's fun. Lots of different colors. And this one, super fun. That one's cut right there. Let's just take it. Maybe another one. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll just get in here and see what's in here. And, oh, that's very pretty. Maybe I'll take that out for the Rose journal. Oh, that's so pretty. Put it in that little bucket. Kind of looking, these are somewhat square, so I'm kind of looking to see if I find anything that's not super square, that in case I decide to someday put this together. That's fun. Already have a piece of that though. This is another dress or something from days gone by. Made in Hawaii. That's pretty cool. Should take that off and put that in my, I'll do it another time, but I should take that off and put it in my labels. Let's just take this right here. See if it'll tear. It's fun. Very fun. Oops, I forgot my wastebasket again. Okay. What else is in here? That's a fun piece. See, like here, oh, looks like I made Rose. Interesting. A little needle. I think at some point I maybe took the bigger ones and made smaller squares, and looks like I measured them. So that's, oh look. That's fun. Hand stitched them. Well, let's just take something that I don't already have. I remember buying this. I bought 2 of these. This was one of them, and let's see, is there another one? They were very, very similar. And I remember buying them and thinking, oh, those are so cool. Okay. that's probably gonna do it for now. But super fun to look back through, and I need to decide what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna make a quilt or not. And just get busy doing it. It's dirty or dusty. It's been on a shelf for a long, long time. So that would have been, remember I showed you that Bible that I was recovering? I had purchased that Bible to take when I was traveling. So that's been 25 years. So yeah. So not only did I buy these vintage, but now I purchased them 25 years ago. Okay, I'm just, oops, I forgot to put that in. I don't know how that even fit in there. Now that one's not as old. I bought that, I can remember because my youngest daughter, who is now 30, gonna be 35, she was a little girl, and we covered some things to make a bulletin board out of that in her room. So that's been a little while ago. She was, oh my gosh, she was so cute. We were just talking, Joey and I were just talking yesterday about what a cute baby she was. Both of my girls, couldn't get enough of them. Okay, I'm going to save this out. Just put it on top of the pile. Okay, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get back into my Groovy journal. And I did pull out one of my hairdressing books. I have several vintage ones. And then I have my own from when I was a cosmetologist. So this can go in here somewhere. I don't know where, so I'll probably just put it in this tack for now. And then it'll go in once I start putting stuff in there. Okay, so, oh, and here's some more fabric. So what I wanted to do, I was going to make pockets with that. So I better not cut into that. Where are my scraps? My Joey card maker scraps. Here they are. Okay. All right, let's just get started, and I'll tell you what I'm doing along the way, because I'm so afraid I'm going to yik-yak and just not get going here. All right, so let's put that aside, and let's grab this just to make it easy, and put all of my groovy stuff in here. And then I also went through some of my laces and embellishments, ribbons and things to use. So my thought was, this isn't a new idea, but I had a hankering today. So my thought was just to find a white page that doesn't have anything on it. So that's a good one. And then maybe the flip side of that. Which has something on it. Let's see, what's the next one? This one. Okay, and then let's find it over here. Kind of want to keep it somewhat even, just because I think it's going to have a little bulk. So I'm going to just put that as my little bookmark. What in the world did I get on there? Looks like oil. Oh, I've got it next to a vintage box. No telling what was put in that box. And yeah, I think it had some oil in it at some point. Okay, I forgot to get my paper that I want to put here. So I'm going to pause for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I grabbed a piece of parchment paper and just folded it. I thought that would be nice to just put under here while I'm gluing and stuff. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to collage, so to speak, down with some scraps down the side here. And then I'm also, I think, going to flip it over and collage on this side too. and do the same thing on the back portion. So I'm gonna get a glue page, maybe a few glue pages, and I'm gonna get, I think this is gonna be fine because I'm gonna try to sew it afterwards. It's gonna be a little awkward with it being in the book, but we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna get this. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly tear little scraps. It's going to be kind of a little bit randomy. So I hope everybody is enjoying the day. Get a little bit of time to get in your craft room or sit at the dining room table or even watch TV and do something. Still working on my second slow stitch tag. I got busy right after that video. Oops. Oh gosh, I just dropped everything in the floor almost. Most of it. But I'm going to be going with Joey. Well, he's already left. I'm going to meet him over at our local, well, not our library, but I'm going to go back to the big town. I'm going to the city, and I'm going to meet him over at the library, and this is where Joey's Hot Wheel Club meets once a month. So I'm going to go over and hang out with him there. And so I asked him, hey, is it okay if I bring my sewing? I mean, I don't even know if I'll do any sewing because it is so fun just being there. Yeah, grab my bin here. Okay. It's so fun just being there, so I don't know. But I thought, well, I'll bring it. If I sit and, you know, with Joey at his table, I might get it out and do some stitching because it doesn't take long to do that little tag that we're making. But it's just the time, finding the time to just sit down and do it. So I wanted to get going on that. This may be too many pieces, but I thought that was 2 pieces. But we will see. I already have some for the Rose, you know, book, because we've been working on collaging with the Rose book quite a bit. But I'm probably going to get some different paper too, because I want to have a variety. So that is what is happening. It's been a kind of a lazy yet somewhat busy day. Did not get out of bed till super late. Joey made me a frittata and served it to me in bed this morning. That was so awesome. He's a very good cook. And that was delish. So that made me very lazy. And so I didn't get up very early. Then once I got up, I can't remember if I mentioned in a previous video that we were having our family over for a Italian dinner, and basically it was kind of like a Italian bar, really. What I had done is I had made a couple of sauces, and like spaghetti sauce and Alfredo. And when I say made, I actually doctored up the grocery store kind. Added a little bit of butter. This is how Joey doctors, so I took his lead, doctored it up with a little bit of butter. So when you open your can or jar of tomato sauce or your Alfredo, I had a tablespoon of butter, and then about a tablespoon of garlic, and then I add some basil. You could add whatever. Did that. Turned out delish. And then had fettuccine noodles and had Italian sausage, and hot and regular. And then we had Italian chicken. I had just prepared in the crock pot with Italian salad dressing over it, so it cooked most of the day. Okay, I think this is gonna be plenty. And then just set it up as a bar. Oh, and it had a salad bar, and you know, with all the fixins, tons of fixins, and just set it up. And then you know, everybody just grabbed their plate and got whatever they wanted. Makes it great for kids because they can, you know, not everything's mixed. Nothing was mixed together, so everything was a la carte. It kind of makes it nice for kids to be able to, you know, kind of make their own thing. Okay, so my thought. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. My thought is to mix these ditties in with these ditties. So paper and fabric together. And I'm just kind of randomly doing this. Let's see. And some of these they might be just a little too big for this. And I'm just going to use a glue stick because I'm going to really try to get this page in the sewing machine. Now, on the one that I'm doing for the not the Rose Journal, but the Cottage Shabby Chic one, I'm going to do this before the pages are put in the book. So I think that'll be a lot easier. Oh, hi, baby. You're getting ready to leave?
Are you videoing?
Huh? Bye. Have fun. I'll see you later.
Love you.
It was a little kiss from Joey. Bye. I'll see you in a little bit. I thought he was already gone. He said, "Are you videoing?" I said, "Yeah." He looked handsome. Today, we order our club shirts. I'm not really a member. Joey's a member. I just go for the fun of it all, which it is fun. So fun. Get there. Tables are set up. Everybody has their different Hot Wheels out. And it's really fun. Kids everywhere. And then they have races where they have the kids will race, and it's clocked, you know, how fast they're going, and all the kids get a little prize, and then the winner, I think, gets a trophy, which is so fun. And then the adults race. Now, when the adults race, they typically will tell them what car to race, and it has to typically not be open, so it can't be, you know, souped up or anything. So it's fun to watch that. I love this fabric. So I thought this would be fun in this book. That's neat. It's actually ribbon. Really sweet with chenille. Can you see that? It's neat. And then we text our friends to see if they wanted to meet us over there. They've never been before. And being at the library, that's kind of fun too, because then you get to, if you wanted to, go to the library, which I love the library. I think I'm going to cut that in half. Yikes. I don't want to go over the paper too much, because I want you to be able to see the paper poking out. Okay. Maybe just one more little one right here. How about this one? Kind of off center the glitz a little bit. Oh wait, which one's which? Yeah, that's the back. Okay. So I don't like to drive at night, and I looked, and it's going to be getting dark around, it said 6:16. So I won't stay super late. That's fun. And then I'll just sew right down it. Okay, but I want to flip it over, and then I want to do this side. Kind of fill in a little bit. It's kind of a neat way to dress it up. You could just not let it hang over. You know, you could just have it as just a strip if you wanted to. You've seen people do that before, I'm sure. And that looks really cool too. But I thought this would be fun poking out. So it's so pretty here. I have a sweater on because I think it's colder in the house than it is outside. Joey came in and said, oh my gosh, it smells so good outside. Something's blooming or going to bloom or whatever. And I went out, but I couldn't find anything that was blooming. We do have the daffodils, but I've never been able to smell them. I'm just trying to cover that up just a little bit. You know, the little edge here. And then we'll put a little bit of fabric and stuff on it. This journal is super fun. I need to just get going on it. I work on it, and then I work on something else. And okay. I like it a lot. It's pretty. This is the one that I just got this past weekend when I went thrifting with my mother-in-law. And it had wires in it. Do you remember that? So I just took the wires out. This is just regular Grosgain. I found in my yellows. Wow, look at that. Might save that for something else. Maybe a pocket or something. I love this one. I think I'll save that too. How about another piece of that? I'm kind of getting a little bit too far off because I kind of want to just be able to sew, you know, down the side, maybe go in 1/2 inch and sew it. Look at how fun that is. Let me cut a little bit off. It feels awesome. And then I found this, which would be super cute to line a pocket, but I think what I'm going to do is just cut one off and put it up there. It's fun. Maybe a little bit of this. Okay. Okay, so we have one side done. Now, just need to do that other side. My hands are so sticky right now. I'm picking everything up. Okay. All right. Hope we have enough left for the other side. Okay, I like it a lot. It's very fun. It's very quirky. All right, so let's go back here to this one. I'm going to set that back over there, even though... Okay. All right, I think this guy's about done here. I scraped all that off just right into the floor. Okay. Just gonna do this really quick. The fun thing about it is that it all goes together, you know? Everything goes together well. So you just pick up and go. I like that page, it's pretty. The kits that I'm using in here, if you go back on my page where the introduction of the junk journal, the Groovy Junk Journal is, you will see in the description box a list of all of the kits, and it's the Etsy listings. If you'll go do that, it'll show you where you can get them. Of course, I know off the top of my head, Joey Cardmaker, his Groovy and 60s kits, and then he also, if you go to Ko-fi, he also has his Ko-fi free kit, which is amazing. It's the ones I use to tear for this. That's his freebie. Very generous. Okay. All right. That one, that side done. Put a little bit of fabric on. Ugh. It's kind of icky. You would probably need like Fabri-Tac or something else if you weren't going to sew. And then what will happen is after I sew, some of the edges may come up, but I'm going to be okay with that as far as the fabric goes. The paper should be good. Oh, that was really sweet. Put that down there. Very sweet. What else? I still have some more of this. Oof, my fingers. Yuck. I have to get a wipey. Okay. Maybe one of these there. I don't know that this yellow daisy is old. I feel like I've seen it at like Hobby Lobby or something. Okay. All right, so that side is done. Very gooey. Put that there. And we might have to cut some more paper. Tear some more paper up. Okay. After everything dries and I sew it, then if there's anything that's just wonky, I can trim that off. But for the most part, I'd like it to kind of hang out. I think it's kind of neat. Gives it a little bit of a, oh, not a ruffle, but you know what I mean? Like it is kind of like a messy ruffle. Can't remember if I mentioned this before, but on another video, but I'm dying to get out and start planting, but I looked it up on the Farmer's Almanac, and for my area, they recommend waiting until April 22nd, because they said I should be free of frost by then. It is so hard for me to wait. I do wait. Oh, that's kind of a samey. I just put it down there for fun. I do wait, but it is difficult. Okay, I think I need a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, so of course I want to do zinnias again this year. Remember last year when I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how great they grew and how beautiful they were. I made so many vases and gave so much, you know, away, and was just super fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I already bought some seeds, but where I bought them, they didn't have the jumbo ones. So those worked so good last year, so I want to do those again. Okay. Now this might go well with that. This page. Yeah, I like it. Fun, fun. Okay, the second I'm done gluing these pages, I'm getting my wipey out because I am a sticky mess. That's the one thing about this Elmer's. I do like it for collage, but when you get it on your hands, it's gooey. That's the only word I can think of. It's just gooey. I'm over here trying to get thread off my thumb. Didn't do it. Didn't get it. And then I imagine as, excuse me, bumping you. I imagine as the weather gets warmer, it's going to get even gooier. Oh, this is fun. Look at that. Oh, velvet rickrack. It's a good page for it. Maybe I'll put one more of these here. This is off of a hem, but let's get it down. That's the junk journal part of it, you know. Yeah, I love it. Okay, let's put one more of these on there. Using these scissors. They could not be bigger for the job, but okay. All right. Okay, let's get a wipey out. And first I'm gonna get this out of the way. I have to move it to get my wipies. I was thinking about using branding strips, but I decided not to. Okay. Okay, now I just tear a strip off because rarely, unless I have like a painting mishap or something like that, I rarely ever need a full one. Let me just get my chair up. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. In the meanwhile, I'm going to start on the rose one, or not the rose one. What am I thinking? The cottage shabby chic one. I probably won't get it completely finished, but I do want to tear some paper and start. So, okay, so there's that. And there's that one. See how it kind of pokes out a little bit? I think that's fun. So I'm going to stick this here again. Keep an eye on it. Okay. Put this over here. Oh, gosh, there's rest of it. No wonder. Oops. No wonder I felt like I had gone through. Let's put a few of these on. In my mind, I thought, wow, I used all that up pretty quickly. fun. Okay, that's good there. Just add a little bit more green. What else? Okay, I think I have the... I think that looks good. And then this one, could add a little bit of this. There. Nope, I think that one's good. Okay, good. All right, get all that situated. Okay. All right, so then for the cottage one, my thought was, you know, to just do it on the paper before I sew in the signatures. So I just got some coffee dye paper. Now this, you know, this is a totally different, it's going to be a totally different journal. It's softer colors for the most part. And I haven't put the signatures together. I think I'm going to do a multi-signature, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Okay. But I did not grab more paper. Okay, let's just tear some paper up. I didn't grab more parchment paper is what I meant to say. But I do have more rose style cottagey, I think, back here. Let me see. Without having to get into my drawers. Of course, this one was Melina 1202, and so we used a lot of this already. So I think I'd like to try try different colors or different style maybe. Probably won't use the ones that are double-sided. I did that by accident when I was doing my collage. I love that. That's pretty. Ooh, that's very pretty too. I love this color too. I think I'm going to grab that out. Put this one back. I tend to go towards the rose colors when I do this. It's funny. You know, the rose reds. I have done some yellow. Ooh, that's pretty. Is that the same as that one? It's very, very close. Get two of those? Yeah, okay. Well, let's just do those for now. Out of this bundle. Okay. What else? All Things Roses. We have a lot of that in there. This goes in here. And I already have scraps in my scrap jar for that, so I don't need to trim any of that. This is also from Melina 1202. And as you can tell, I didn't print it right, but still gonna work. Maybe pull a couple of those out. Don't need this. That's tags, labels. Here's some more. This is Cotton and Twig TX. Now, I bought this, pardon me, a long time ago, so I don't know anything, you know. A lot of these I bought a while back, but this one I bought a long time ago, so Might even be a couple years old, so I'm not sure about the store any longer. I just don't know. I haven't looked. I think it's still there, but I haven't looked. It's beautiful paper. Oh, there's some scraps. We'll use this, and I think we'll use that and that. Okay. All right. So you can see I'm getting really close to time, but at least we've got some papers pulled out, and I can start ripping on them. And then these are things I need to file. Got those in that pile. Start ripping on those and making a good pile to make one for the Cottage Shabby Chic. And I'll just, once I get it done, so I'm going to do the sides, and then once I get them done, I'm going to sew them, just like I'm going to do on the Groovy Journal. And then I'll take a picture and put it on Instagram and on my Facebook. So I hope you'll come over there and see the final product. So let's look at this one again real quick, just to remind you of everything we did. Oh, bump you again. We'll take that out. I think it's dry. I could pause real quick and sew and show you this one as a finished product. So hold on just 1 second and I'll pause. Okay, I decided to come back and show you sewing this because it is a little clunky doing it. I'm going to zigzag it. Let's mix that up. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go kind of right down the middle with a zigzag. And hard to tell where your page ends. And I'm going to back stitch too. So I'm just going to do that. But what I'm doing is I'm holding this, and I'm going to try to be gentle so I don't tear it or rip it out. Now hopefully my machine, I hope my machine will behave. I didn't like that sound. I have a feeling the other side isn't going to look very pretty. Gently pull that out, because that did not sound good. Yeah, it's got a little knot right there, but it's not too bad. Yeah, turned out good. Okay, I'm going to do the other side real fast. And I'm going to clean that up a little bit though, because it has a couple of strings. Okay. Have to just kind of keep an eye on where I think the page is. So this is going off the page a little bit because I let that go long, which I don't mind that. So tear it a little bit. Yeah, it turned out okay. It also did that on the back. I'm not sure what's going on, but we got it done. All right, everyone. Thanks again for hanging out with me and waiting for the whole thing while I sew it and all. And I just want to remind you, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know that you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.